Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between QXC and Greed on Defender's Landing, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the Red Terran player. It is QXC. And in the top right side of the map, we have the Blue Zerg player. It is Greed, also known as Neuro. This is his alternate account that he plays on. A little birdie told me that. It's a ZBT at the highest level of Grandmaster. I'm not sure if this is actual QXC, but considering the fact that this is a Grandmaster level on the NA ladder, I'm going to assume that it is. Did he come back? I haven't seen him for a while. Alright, so Neuro is saving up for a hatch first play. No, wait. Oh, I thought that drone slowing down meant he's going to go pool first because he had 200 minerals, but no. Just moving out to go ahead and go hatch first against QXC. One of the most terrifying Terrans back in the Heart of the Swarm and Links of Liberty days. I'm not entirely sure where he's been, but if this is him, he's a welcome return. Let's see if he goes Reaper first here against Neuro here. So this is Defender's Landing. This is one of the new maps in the map pool. I know they've been out for like a week now, but I have a week buffer. It's how I roll. Stuff comes out, I have a week before you actually start seeing it on my channel. So those of you who have been disappointed at the old maps on the last few replays, you know what? StarCraft is StarCraft, man. I know new stuff and the new hotness is what gets people all excited about stuff, but that is not what is going on with this particular map situation lately. Alright, so what do we got? We have a ramp leading down to the natural base. One way to get in, you can knock this down, this cooling tower to knock it down, and another way into your natural base that can't be blocked off. It leads very nicely into your third. And from there, kind of got this high ground base you can take in the middle. We've got more debris you can knock down to, or just widen this. Looks like not knock downable, just destroyable. So you can get through this area to get across the map a little bit faster. Don't have to like single file your units to get through there. Regardless, it is a Reaper from QXC. So this Reaper's name is going to be Scar. Now this is not one of the many Scars in fiction. This is a single Scar in fiction. This Scar from Lion King. And as he pops out of the barracks, he sings the line, "Be prepared, be prepared, be prepared." He's singing to his hyenas, and he comes on in here to try to kill some of these lings. There are 4 lings just popping out. Neuro's timing is impeccable there. Drone needs to run for its life here, though. The lings need to absorb these shots. These drones are getting hit, man. That's not what you want. You want the lings to be hit. You move the wounded lings back away as they get hurt, and here you go. You don't lose anything, is what happens here. Queen going to pop out. There's the queen, and that is the cue for Scar to get the heck on out of there. So he's down to 17 hit points. He has no kills. He's wounded some stuff. There are a couple drones here that are pretty injured. Take a while for them to get back up to where they want to be, but I don't know if there's going to be an opportunity for QXC to get in there and kill those or not. We'll try to keep an eye on that, though. Factory making double Hellion off of this factory. Did I already say that? Yes, off of a reactor is what I meant to say. And going to move out there to try to do some harassment here in the early game against Neuro. It is 3 minutes in. It's 3 minutes in, so nothing too nuts about these timings. 2 moving out, 2 more on the way. They will join their friends eventually here. Reaper still trying to do some stuff, but Queen prepared for that. Queen knocking away Scar at the pretty much whenever she wants to. So here's the way the two ways in kind of make a difference here. Hellions get right on in because of that second entrance. Lings have speed. They do chase the Hellions away. One Hellion almost dead, down to 14 hit points. No, not quite dead yet there, though. More Hellions coming in. Wow, we're actually up to 4. We're going to have 6. We're going to have 6 Hellions. Starport does have a reactor. Are we meching it? Is QXC going to mech this thing? Which, I don't know. Have we seen QXC go mech before? Maybe we have in a previous game of his. This little ledge is an interesting one. Interesting one here. Allows the Reaper to get up in this one specific location while there is an Overlord here scouting that out. You can drop stuff here as well, which I don't know how effective that is. There are other maps where these little high ledges are very nice for murdering stuff, especially as Terran if your opponent's going straight melee units. Oh, Scar. Scar throwing down the KD8 charge. Oh, gets killed by the Queen in the main base. Does scout out the main base, does see that the lair is just about finished. Nothing too important. Overlord scouting. Still Overlord scouting for Greed as well. Coming on in and seeing what. We see Starport, we see Hellions. This is going to be a Hellbat drop. Is there an armory? Oh, there's an armory on the way from QXC. Okay, so it's going to be a Hellbat push here from QXC. Very interested to see how this is going to work out here. I mean, these can be very powerful, taking down players as good as Losira back in Katowice 2017. Hellion's not even bothering. There it is. Now they're in Hellbat mode. here at this third base that is coming up. These Lings can't do anything about that. Yeah, the Lings that do come in there get murdered. Hellbat damage against buildings is way more than I feel like it should be. And forces a cancel on that third base. And here they come with medevac support. Lings, Queens are okay about this. I mean, it's a bit of a wall off here. He was expecting Hellions was Neuro, but Hellbats don't care about your wall. As it turns out, they're going to waltz right on in here to your front door, murder all of your Lings. Roaches are out. Roaches are what you need. Roach and Queen should be enough to hold this thing, and they are doing terrible, terrible damage to a lot of these Hellbats, but 2 Hellbats sneaking away from the group, trying to roast up these drones. Oh, Neuro doing a good job keeping most of his drones away from those Hellbats, and there's the retreat there. So how many drones? 5 drones have been killed so far in this game for 6 Hellbats and a Reaper. So we did lose his third base, which is a big-time problem for Neuro, but it's 40 to 34 Harvesters. QXC is up, but not all that much. At this point in time, the Hellbats are knocking down the cooling tower at their own natural base, and a Liberator setting up a Defender mode circle as well. So are we still meching? Yeah, it's still Hellions, man. There's a barracks, but another factory coming in. This is going to be a mech attack against Neuro. Oh, Roaches try to come in, but the combination of the collapsed debris and the Liberator forcing them to go home or possibly take the long way around and try to attack up in this way where there is the Great Wall of Supply Depots. So well defensed so far by QXC. I do want to mention Neuro obviously has a Twitch stream and a YouTube channel. I put links in the descriptions here. He's just a very, very good Zerg player. Does coaching type stuff as well. He does a lot more talking about Zerg strategy and how to play Zerg than I do, whereas I'm just more of a shoutcaster. But check him out. Neuro is a great dude. He's very chill. He's very excellent. He's been GM for several seasons now, and just give him a check. Again, link in the description to all that stuff. I'll probably put a link in the top right, probably earlier. You probably saw that come in. A direct link to his YouTube channel, so give him a shot. All right, Overseer flying on in here for Neuro does see the command center, sees the additional factories, and yeah, just the one barracks tells me this is going to be a mech push out of Neuro. So the question is, are we going to see Thors? Are we going to see tanks? It can't just be straight Hellbat. I'm not sure that's entirely viable, especially not if there are already Roaches out for the Zerg player. Infestation pit on the way. Third base replacement is complete. Third base location, original third base location, has a fourth base being thrown up to it. On the left of the natural base. Liberators setting up shop here, the natural base of Neuro, and oh man, gonna lose a couple drones here. Get out. 4 or 5 drones died there. 5 total were killed there. Overlord pooping creep at where QXC wants to take his third base, and Roach is trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Meanwhile, Hellbat drop coming into the main base, roasting up some of these drones, while the Liberators are kind of keeping Neuro's attention on the left side of the map. Drones are retreating now. He did recognize what was going on. The Spore Crawler place did get rid of the medevac, which helps immensely in defending this here. Roach is trying to take down these refineries, and they do, and forcing these Hellbats back. They have upgrades. They have +1 armor, which is really good stuff, but can they handle this? No, not going to be enough. Is there a tank? There is a tank on the high ground as well. It is going to be tanks. Roach is finally cleaning up those 2 Hellbats that there were. Ravagers are out now as well. Liberators just kind of bouncing back. They don't have any more kills than they used to have. But Ravagers with Corrosive Bile should be able to kill one of these. 1, 2, 3 is enough to kill it. Oh, these drones are coming in. Don't come in here. There's a Liberator here at the 4th base. There we go. And bam, 1 Liberator gone. There's another one gone there as well. Neuro is supply blocked, which is super bad news. Tank Hellbat, man. Pretty good. Pretty strong stuff if you're QXC. Roaches, Queens trying to do what they can here. But no, the tank count is too high. There are 3 tanks, which do so well against the Roaches. There are Hellbats that aren't doing as well, but they're absorbing shots the tanks don't have to take, so they're tanking for the tanks. Is what it is. And goodbye, Roach. Thank you for playing. Everything is gone. The infestation is over. Ravager tries to come join the party and is dead. I mean, doesn't take the full damage, right? No armored damage taken by that Ravager, but it doesn't really matter. So we got 4 bases. We have 4 bases for Neuro right now. We got 3 bases for QXC, but he's meching it. I don't know that he needs more than 3 or 4 bases. 3 bases may be enough. May be enough. I do like the Roach Ravager choice here out of Neuro. Hellions rolling into the 3rd base of Neuro here. Not Hellbats, just straight up Hellions. That's what you can do. And Cat on the way out. Oh, nowhere to go. Hellions, you're dead. Ouch. Hellions gone. Not what you want. Not what you want if you're QXC, but probably you can live with it. 21 drones have been killed. It's 70 to 52 Harvesters. Whew, QXC doing it well at this point. Resources lost here, about 33 for the Terran, and about, whoa, was that 41? That's 41 for the Zerg right now. How many? 13 Roaches, 2 Ravagers. Another Liberator trying to do stuff at the 4th base. Can't be allowed to do it. 14 Hellbats, 2 Liberators, 4 Hellions, 2 Medevacs, and 6 SCVs. So Roach Ravager, there is a Hive coming in here as well. Ultras could be pretty good against this, although you know what? It's probably better as Broodlords because none of this can shoot up, as it turns out. None of these units that QXE has can shoot up. If he doesn't have a Spire, I really feel like he should have one. He should have one. Where is his buildings? He doesn't have one. All right, so probably not that. Hellbat drop in the main base, killing more of them drones. Just non-stop, man. These guys hit really hard, too. +1 attack done, 21 damage versus light, which is what these drones are. It's actually not much of a buff going from non-light to light. 20 versus 21. Interestingly enough, are they going to kill that queen? They do kill that queen. Got more Hellions running in for QXE. This is what you got to do. If you're going mech, your army is slow, so you have to send Hellions out on these raiding parties to slow down the Zerg player. Otherwise, they just go nuts. But if they have to replace... Ooh, if they replace drones that they're burrowing and getting murdered anyway because of the scan, then that's better for you. Losing all the Hellions, not a big deal. What you need more of is gas if you're QXE, so this is going very well according to plan. 71 to 55 harvesters. 50 drones have been killed so far, so Neuro has to use Larva to replace drones. There we go, now getting a Spire instead of making army units, which is bad. He's not mining anything from his main base. Okay, there we go, popping out some drones to get that work done. Got a fully saturated third base here. Probably could move some of those. Well, no, I don't know. Probably expanding again is what Neuro needs to do, but he can't do it. He has to delay. He has to delay because he has to replace those drones. Spire on the way, so I think he wants Broodlords, but I don't know. This Viking count's actually getting pretty high. There are 6 Vikings. It's 177 and 136 total supply. QXC looking good in the situation. QXC taking a 4th base now, upgrading to a planetary fortress up and to the right of his 3rd, and taking a 5th base, creating a 5th command center on the ground anyway. So here come the Hellbats, and here come the tanks, and here come the Vikings. I don't know what Neuro has against this. I mean, let's take a look real quick. He's got 19 Roaches and 2 Ravagers, and here we come at the 3rd base of Neuro. The tanks, some of them are in siege mode, others are not now. They're all in siege mode. I think this base is a lost cause, and yes, Neuro's going to retreat. Retreating from it immediately. Some Overlords pop out in the wrong place, wrong time. Get taken out of the sky by these Vikings. Lot of dead. Is that enough to supply block Neuro? It is not. It is not. He actually has 194 available supply, even with losing those Overlords. Scouts out this 4th base that QXC has. Neuro cannot be feeling very good about that. He's going for the Greater Spire. So, did he forget to get a Spire? Initially, it might have been a problem as he forgot to get a Spire initially. Now he has to wait for that to finish. Now get a Greater Spire, and guess what? The Terran is knocking on your front door. Knocking on the front door, man. Here we go. Ravagers trying to hit those air units, but pretty quick. Vikings aren't super fast, but they're pretty dodgy. You're not going to get hit by a Corrosive Bile in the hands of a good player anyway. And this just looks very, very tight for Neuro right now. He's got some Infestors, so maybe some Infested Terrans for splash damage on these tanks. I don't really know. Tanks and Hellbats covering that backside as well. Ooh. This positioning by QXC is absolutely nuts. The Vikings are scouting out additional sight range for the tanks. Can they hit the hatchery? Yes, kind of. That splash damage on those. Oh, the eggs all get canceled, and they can't hit the hatch themselves. As it turns out, Roach is coming from the backside, trying to pick off those tanks. Overseer's flying in as well from all directions. Here comes Neuro, and he's actually doing fairly well for himself here, but man, these Hellbats just roasting up those Ravagers. There's too much from QXC. Big more reinforcements coming in as well, and suddenly it's 196 to 118 total supply. Liberators setting up that shop, so no reinforcements can come help. Gonna lose this 4th base. There's no way of saving it here. He's making Corruptors. He's making Roaches. He's desperately trying to hold on. Fungals preventing these units from getting up the ramp just a little bit. There is a Thor from QXC now, which is going to be very nice for him. But that 4th base is out. Infested Terrans tossed on down here with the Fungal Growth combination. Is it going to be enough to get rid of this army? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. +1 armor is done for these dudes, and +2 attack as well. What an absolutely brilliant performance out of QXC thus far. Overseer Cocoon exploded. Direct damage. Now onto that Greater Spire, making Corruptors. I mean, you can get rid of the Vikings this way. I understand that you can, but no, that's it. A good game, well played out of Neuro. The army was at his gates, at his natural base. He lost his Greater Spire. No Broodlords possible, and he decides to tap out. I'd probably tap out there as well. So rough go of it for Neuro, but again, fantastic play out of QXC. That's exactly how you want to play mech. You want to send the Hellions out, murder as many drones as you can. He killed 50, right? 75 by now, but 50 in the early game. And then when you have a sizable amount of mech, you push out. That's how it works with good positioning with tanks and Vikings and Hellbats. I mean, it's just you want to get Broodlords Brewlords out if you are Neuro in that situation. Try to take down the Vikings with Corruptors and then just clean up the rest. But didn't have time to get there. Again, I'm not sure if it's because he forgot the Spire. He could have had Brewlords out, I think, a couple minutes earlier if he hadn't forgotten about the Spire. And really, defending against the Hellions is pretty key to winning this as well. So, good job by QXC. He is our victor today, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.